أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way, Course 5, page 18.c. Today we will study the Surah Al-Baqarah, verse number 124. We saw the first juz has 4 quarters. The first quarter we studied in QC2, second in QC3, third in the QC4, and now the last quarter, fourth, we are studying in QC5. Inshallah, we will complete first juz in this course. The 16th page of the fourth quarter is placed on the little finger of the left hand and the 20th page on the thumb of the left hand. Let's to revise the pointers of the 16th page. Abrogation, don't question, wish of the people of the book, paradise for Jews and Christians only. Abrogation, don't question, wish of the people of the book, paradise for Jews and Christians only. 17th page, Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The injustice blocked mosque. Christians made a son for Allah, and ignorant say Allah talk to them. Once more, Jews and Christians fight among themselves. The injustice blocked mosque. Christians made a son for Allah. Ignorant say Allah talk to them. In brief, the pointer for the 16th page is abrogation, question, wish, paradise. Abrogation, question, wish, paradise. For the 17th page, Jews and Christians, the unjust, Christian, ignorant. Jews and Christian, the unjustice, Christian and ignorant. Let's to proceed for the page 18. The pointer for the first pointer for the page 18 is Jews and Christian will never be pleased. Second is Bani Israel remembered the favors. Third is test of Ibrahim alayhi salam. The fourth pointer is house of Allah and the city. Let's to place these on the fingers. The first pointer for the page 18 is Jews and Christians never be pleased. Second is Bani Israel remembered the favor. Third, test of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Fourth, the house of Allah and the city. Jews and Christians never be pleased. Bani Israel remembered the favor, test of Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah and the city. In brief, the pointers are Jews and Christians, Bani Israel, Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah. Jews and Christians, Bani Israel, Ibrahim alayhi salam, house of Allah. Let's to go for the third pointer, that is test of Ibrahim alayhi salam. The relation with the previous ayah is Allah is talking about the Bani Israels and telling now the Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi salam. So this is the ayah of the today and translation. If kindly somebody recite it. Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذ ابتلى إبراهيم ربه بكلمات فأتمهن قال إني جاعلك للناس إماما قال ومن ذريتي قال لا ينال أحد الظالمين. And remember when his Lord tried Ibrahim alayhi salam with the words, the commandments, and he fulfilled them. He said, indeed, I will make you a leader for mankind. He, the Ibrahim alayhi salam said, and of my offspring, he said, my covenant does not include the wrongdoers. So let's see the words identification in this ayah. Wa is a harf, is a ism. Ibtala is a verb. Ibrahima is a ism. Rabbuhu, Rabb is a ism who is a zamir. Both are ism. B is a harf. Kalimatin. This the kasratain tells it's an ism. Fa atammahunna. Three parts. Fa is a harf. Atamma is a verb. Mean the fail. Hunna is a ism. The next kala is a fail, mean it's a madi fail. Inni is a two part, in and ya. In is a harf, ya is a zamir, that is ism. Ja'iluka, ja'il is a ism. Ka is a zamir, so both are ism. Li is a harf. Annas is a ism. It's a plural. The singular is insan. Then is a imaman. This fatatan telling this is an ism. Kala is a verb. Wa is a harf. Min is a harf. Zuriyati, two parts. Zuriyat and yi. Is a zamir. Zuriyat is a ism. So both are ism. Kala is a verb. La is a harf. Yanalu. It's a ya. Ya is telling it's a mudari fail. Nala yanalu. Ahadi, again two part. Ahad is a ism, ya zamir mutakallim. Mean again all zamair they are ism. Ahdi, both words are ism. As-zalimin is an ism because ya nun telling is a plural ism of masculine, and alif lam is telling is a proper noun. Link with the previous verses, after reminding Bani Israel of his favors, Allah brings their attentions to the sincerity and obedience of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah made him the Imam of the worlds because of his faith and complete submission. If you do not follow him, you will be deprived of Allah's favor. This was reminder for the mushrikins of Makkah too, that they were proud of Ibrahim alayhi salam because he had rebuilt Kaaba and established the city of Makkah. Let's to have the lesson from these ayah. Lesson learned is Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam was made Imam because he was a sincere and committed Muslim. He never hesitated to fulfill Allah's commands, however, though they were. Those who do wrong deeds will not benefit from their noble fathers or prophets. Strong belief in Allah and following his guidance without a shade of doubt leads to huge rewards. So let's go for words and the phrase for phrase translation and explanation. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wa and is when. Ibtala, tried. Ibtala means examined, tried, tested. Ibrahim alayhi salam, Rabbuhu, his Rabb, his Lord. Bi kalimatin, with words. Fa'atamma, and he fulfilled hunna, them, mean the words. Kala, he said. Who said? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inni, indeed I am, ja'iluka, going to make you, what? Linnasi, for the mankind, imama, a leader. Kala, he said. Who said? Ibrahim alayhi salam. Wa, and min zuriyati, from my offspring. Kala, he said. Who said? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. La yanal, does not reach my ahadi covenant, az-zalimin, to the wrongdoers. So let's see the new words in this is ibtala. So we will have the phrase ibtala. The next is ja'ilu, and imama is a new word. We will have the phrase inni ja'iluka linnasi imama. Inni ja'iluka linnasi imama. Zuriyati is a new word. We will have the phrase wa min zuriyati. Yanalu and ahdi is a new word. We will have the phrase for them. La yanalu ahdiz zalimin. La yanalu ahdiz zalimin. Let's go for the explanation. Ibrahim alayhi salam was a true Muslim, a completely obedient slave of Allah. Many examples of Ibrahim alayhi salam in the Quran attest to this fact. Ibrahim alayhi salam passed numerous tough and the challenging tests. For example, he was expelled by his father, thrown into the fire, migrated to Mecca, crossing deserts, mountains, and valleys, had to leave his family in Mecca in a barren valley, asked to sacrifice his son, that too in his old age, etc. It is a reminder to Jews as well as polytheists that the Ibrahim al-Islam was made the leader because of his true belief in, love for, and obedience to Allah. This leadership does not reach the wrongdoers. Islam gives no weight to ties or relationships that are not based on faith and obedience. It places a sharp distinction between one generation and other when the latter one deviates from the faith. For this reason, Allah says that His promise of leadership will not reach the wrongdoers. Let's have a hadith here. Mus'ab bin Sa'ad narrated from his father that a man said, O Messenger of Allah, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, which of the peoples are tried most severely? He said, the prophets, then those nearest to them, then those nearest to them. A man is tried according to his religion. If he is firm in his religion, then his trials are more severe. And if he is frail in his religion, then he is tried according to the strength of his religion. The servant shall continue to be tried until he is left walking upon the earth without any sins. So now it's your turn. Kindly, if somebody recite it with translation. Okay, brother Sidhu.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. What is it and when? What is ibtala? What is ibtala and when tried Ibrahim Rabbuhu, his Lord, bikalimatin, with words, fa'atamahunna, and he fulfilled them. Qala, he said, Inni ja'iluka, indeed I am going to make you linnas, for the mankind, imama, a leader. Qala, he said, wa min zuriyati, and from my offspring. Qala, he said, la yanalu, does not reach, ahadi, my covenant, zalimin, to the wrongdoers.
Jazakallah khair, brother. Let's proceed for the lesson dua. Lesson learned from this ayah is Prophet Ibrahim alayhis salam was made Imam because he was a sincere and committed Muslim. He never hesitated to fulfill Allah's commands, however true they were. Those who do wrong deeds will not benefit from their noble fathers or prophets. Strong belief in Allah and following His guidance without a shred of doubt leads to huge rewards. Let's to pray. Oh Allah, don't test us behind our capacity. Help us pass the test that you have written for us. Evaluate yourself and make a plan. Inshallah, I will remember the rewards of patience when passing through different tests and challenges of life. Asma Nafat. Kalma is a single, Kalimat is the plural, Imam is a single, Aima is the plural, Zuriyat is a single, Zuriyat is the plural, Ahad is a single, Uhud is the plural. Let's to have the three letter sound verbs on the pattern of Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samia. Ja'ala, Yaj'alu, Ij'al, Ja'il, Majul, Ja'al. Jim and Lam is the root letter and Bab is Fataha. Next is Ahida, Yahadu, Ahad, Ahid, Mahud, Ahud, and Hadal is the root letter and Bab is Samya. Zalama yazlumu izlim. Zalim mazlum zulam. Zod lam mim is the root letter and bab is daraba. So this is the ja'ala table. If somebody kindly revise this table. Okay. Ja'ala, he made. Ja'alu, they made. Ja'alta, you made. Ja'altu, I made. Ja'altum, you all made. Ja'alna, we made. Ja'alat, she made. Yajalu, he makes. Yaj'aluna, they make. Taj'alu, you make. Aj'alu, I make. Taj'aluna, you all make. Naj'alu, we make. Taj'alu, she makes. Ij'al, make. Ij'alu, make you all. La taj'al, don't make. La taj'alu, don't make you all. Ja'ilun, the maker. Maj'ulun, that to be make. Ja'al, to make. Ja'ala, yaj'alu, ij'al, ja'il, maj'ul, ja'al. And the jim, lam, and is root letter, and the bab is fataha. The next one is ahida. Ahida, he promised. Ahidu, they promise. Ahidta, you promise. Ahidtu, I promise. Ahidtum, you all promise. Ahidna, we promise. Ahidat, she promised. Yahdi, he promises. Yahduna, they promise. Tahdi, Tahdu, you promises. Ahdu, I promises. Tahduna, you all promise. Nahdu, we promises. Tahdu, she promises. Ihd, promise. Ihdu, promise you. La tahad, don't promise. La tahadu, don't promise you. Ahidun, the promiser. Mahmudun, that to be promised. Ahad, to promise. Ahida, yahadu, ihad. Ahidun, mahudun, ahadun. And hadal is the root letter and bab is samia. The next is zalama. Zalama, he crawled. Zalamu, they crawled. Zalamta, you crawled. Zalamtu, I crawled. Zalamtum, you all crawled. Zalamna, we crawled. Zalamat, she crawled. Yazlimu, he crawled. Yazlimuna, they crawled. Tazlimu, you crawled. Tazlimu, I crawled. Tazlimuna, you all crawled. Nazlimu, we crawled. Tazlimu, she crawls. Islam, crawl. Islamu, crawl you all. La tazlim, don't crawl. La tazlimu, don't crawl. Zalimun, the crawl, cruel. Mazlumun, that we crawl. Zulmun, to crawl. Zalama, yazlimu, islam, zalim, mazlum, zulam. Zwad, lam, mim is the root letter and babid, daraba. The next, the weak letters, three weak letters are the similar letters, verbs are kala, yakulu, kul, kail, makaul, kol. Kaf, vav, lam is the root letter and bab is nasra on the pattern of kala. The next is nala, yanalu, nal, nail, manul, nal. The nun, ya, lam is the root letter and it is on the pattern of sami. Kala. Kala, he said. Kalu, they said. Kulta, you said. Kultu, I said. Kultum, you all said. Kulna, we said. Kalat, she said. Yakulu, he says. Yakuluna, they say. Takulu, you say. Akulu, I say. Takuluna, you all say. Nakulu, we say. Takulu, she says. Kul, say. Kulu, say you all. La takul, don't say. La takulu, don't say you all. Kailun, the saying one. Makulun, that to be said. Kaulun, to said. Kala, yakulu, kul, kail, makaul, kol. Ka, vav, lam is the root letter and bab is nasra. Nala. Nala, he found. Nalu, they found. Nilta, you found. Niltu, I found. Niltum, you all found. Nilna, we found. Nalat, she found. Yanalu, he finds. Yanaluna, they find. Tanalu, you find. Analu, I find. Tanaluna, you all find. Nalu, we find. Tanalu, she finds. Nal, find. Nalu, find you all. Latanal, don't find. Latanalu, don't find you. Nailun, the founder. Manulun, that who to be found. Na'lun, to find. So 6 keys are nala, yanalu, nal, na'ilun, manaulun, na'lun. And nun, ya, lam is the root letter and bab is samia. Next are the mazid fi abba. Ibtala, yabtali, ibtali, mubtalin, mubtalan, ibtalan. It's five letters with alif ta. So its pattern is ikhtalafa and bab is iftiyalu. The next one is atamma, yutimmu, atim, mutimmun, mutummun, itmamun. The four letter with the hamza. So aslama is a pattern and bab is if'al. Let's have the table of ibtala. Ibtala, he afflicted. Ibtalu, they afflicted. Iftalaita, you afflicted. Iftalahtu, I afflicted. Iftalaftum, you all afflicted. Iftalafna, we afflicted. Iftalat, she afflicted. Yaftali, he afflicts. Yaftaluna, they afflict. Taftali, you afflict. Aftali, I afflict. Taftaluna, you all afflict. Naftali, we afflict. Taftali, she afflicts. Iftali, afflict. Iftalu, afflict you all. La taftali, don't afflict. La taftalu, don't afflict you all. Muftafilin, the effector, afflicted. Mubtalan, that to be afflicted. Iftalaun, to afflict. Ibtala, yabtali, ibtali, mubtalin, mubtalan, ibtala'un. The root letter are ba, lam, ya, and bab is iftiyar. The next is atamma. Atamma, he fulfilled. Atamu, they fulfill. Atamta, you fulfill. Atamtu, I fulfill. Atamtum, you all fulfill. Atamna, we fulfill. Atamat, she fulfill. Yutimu, he fulfills. Yutimuna, they fulfill. Tutimu, you fulfill. Utimu, I fulfill. Tutimuna, you all fulfill. Nutimu, we fulfill. Tutimu, she fulfills. Atimma, fulfill. Atimmu, fulfill you are. La tutimma, don't fulfill. La tutimmu, don't fulfill you are. Mutimmun, the fulfiller. Mutammun, to be fulfilled. Itamamun, to fulfill. Atamma, yutimmu, atimma, mutimmun, mutammun, itmanun. Its summer come on the other pattern. Atmim, atmimu, la tutmim, la tutmimu. The pattern is the pattern is 4 letter with Hamza, Babe Ifal. Let's go for the grammar. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Understand Al-Quran, the easy way course 5 with page 18, pointer C, grammar. Today we will study the fourth pair, that is the relationship pair. What is that? We learn in a surf is the grammar part which deals with the letters forming the words. Just like from fa'il lam we have fa'il, maf'ul, fa'altum, yaf'uluna, ifal, fa'il, etc. And what is the naf? Naf is the grammar part which deals the formation of sentences from the words or the pairs. Then we saw 4 types of sentences. One was jumla ismiya, mean the nominal sentence, which start with the noun, just Allahu Ghafurun. The second was type inna, sentence with the inna, just like Inna Allah Ghafurun. Then there was third type of sentence with kana, just like Kana Allahu Ghafura. There was fourth sentence called jumla fe'liya, or the verbal sentence, just khalaqallahul arda. Then we learn there are 4 types of pair. One is called the harf jar pair, just fil ardi, that is called jar and majroor pair. Second is called the sifa, just baytun kabirun, it is murakkabe is tawsifi, means sif. Third was the pointing pair, mean the isme ishara, that is called murakkabe ishari, zalikal baytu. Today we are going to study the fourth one, that is called the relation pair. Baytullahi, Baytullahi, the Allah's house. It have a relation with Allah, so it's called the pair of relation, and it's called in Arabic mudaf, mudaf ilay. So fil ardi jar majrur, baytun kabirun murakkabe tawsifi, zalik al bayt murakkabe ishari, baytullahi murakkabe idafi. It is called idaf. Today we will learn the fourth pair showing the relation, just like Baytullahi. Bayt mean house, Allah mean of Allah. Baytullahi, the house of Allah. So the house have a relation with Allah, so we call it's a relation pair. So Bayt is a ism. mean house, the house, Allah of Allah. So Baitullahi, Allah's house. Look, on the first noun or ism, we have a Dhamma. On the second ism, that is Allah, we have a Kasra. In the relation, normally in the relation pair, the first noun or the ism has always Dhamma, and the second ism always have a Kasra. Just like Baitullahi. Baitu, it have a Dhamma at the end. Allah, it has a Kasra at the end. So that is the sign of this one pair called relation pair, or it's called Mudaf, Mudaf alayh, or Murakkab Idafi. Let's have example. Abdullahi. Look, the first noun has a raf, mean Dhamma. The second have a Kasra. So this is a Murakkab Idafi. That is a relation pair. So we will say Allah's slaves are slave of Allah. Abdul Rahmani. The first noun has a raf, mean Dhamma. The second one have a Kasra, mean the jar. So we will say it's a Mudaf ilay, mean the Murakkab Idafi. In other words, the relation pair. We will say the slave of the most beneficed. Nasiruddin. Look, the Nasiru, it has a Dhamma, and the Ad-Din, it has a Jar. So it is a Mudaf ilay. So it's a Murakkab Idafi. In other words, it's a relation pair. So we will say helper of the Deen. With proper noun, let's say Baytun Zaidin. Zaid is a proper noun. Baytu is a noun with Dhamma. Zaidun is a noun with Kasra. So it's a Mudaf ilay, mean Murakkab Idafi. So the house of Zaid. Same way, Qawmu Hudin. Qawm is a word with Dhamma, and Hud is a word with Kasra. So it's have a relationship. It have a relation pair, so it's called Mudaf ilay, or Murakkab Idafi, just like the nation of the Hud alayhi salam. Rabbul Muhammadin. Rabbu is a Dhamma. Muhammad have a Kasra. So both the ism have a relation. So we will say the relation pair are Mudaf and Mudaf ilay, are Murakkab Idafi. So the Lord of the Muhammad. Muhammadun. Now it's an ism with tanween. It is not with Dhamma. It is tanween, mean double Dhamma. And the next is Rasulullah. Yes, it's a Murakkab Idafi, because the Rasul have a Dhamma and the Allah has a Kasra. So it's a Mudaf alayh, mean the Murakkab Idafi, are the relation pair. So we will say the Allah's Prophet, when we join both Muhammadun, it become the proper noun. And the second become the news, mean khabar, and the first one become mubtada. So it become a sentence. It's not pair. Muhammadur Rasulullah is a sentence. Rasulullah is a pair. So we will say the Allah's messenger. Izaja. Izaja mean when comes Nasrullah, the victory of Allah. It's again a sentence. Wal Fath, and the conquest. Kazzabat, denied, qabluhum, before them. Qawmenu is a murakkab. That is a Murakkab Idafi, mean it is a relation pair. Kazzabat qablum qawmenu is a full sentence. It's a jumla failure because it's starting with the verb fail. Next, look, workbook, you know, then come to the translation. Inni ja'iluka linnasi imama. Inni, indeed I am ja'iluka, making you, linnasi, for the mankind, imama, a leader. Indeed, I am going to make you for the mankind a leader. Qala wa min zuriyati. Qala, he said, wa min, and from my zuriyati, offspring. And from my offspring, la yanalu ahdi zalmin. La yanalu does not reach my ahdi covenant. Az-zalimin, the wrongdoer, does not reach my covenant to the wrongdoers. Let's to see the singular plural. Kalma is a single, kalimat is the plural. Imam is a singular, aima is the plural. Zuriyatun is a singular, zuriyat is the plural. Ahad is a singular, ahud is a plural. Let's to go for the sixth key. Ja'ala, yaj'alu, ij'al, ja'ilun, majulun, ja'alun. From ahad. Ahida, yahadu, ahad, ahidun, mahudun, ahadun. From zalama. Zalama, yazlimu, islim, zalimun, mazlumun, zulmun. From qala. Kala, yakulu, qul, kailun, maqaulun, qaulun. From nala. Nala, yanalu, nal, nailun, manaulun, nailun. From ibtala. Ibtala, yabtali, ibtali, mubtalin, mubtalan, ibtala'un. From atamma. Atamma, yutimmu, atim, mutimmun, mutummun, itmamun. Let's to have the show the relationship between the words. Abdullahi. How we will translation? The Allah's slaves, slaves of Allah. Qawmu Hudun, nation of the Hud alayhi Islam. Rabbul Muhammadin, Rabb mean the Lord of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Nasiruddin mean helper of the deen. In the pairs above, what does the second word in each represent? In the pairs which shows relation, the second word always shows the question whose. Fail lazim. What is a fail lazim? Such a verb or fail requiring only a fa'il, mean the doer, but not a maf'ul, one the who affected, is called a fail lazim. Like Zahaba Khalidun, Khalid went. Look, Zahaba is a fail which does not require a maf'ul. The doer is enough for it. So Zahaba is a fail lazim. In the same way, Nazzala. Nazala, he descended. Dakhala, he entered. Kharraja, he exited. Jalasa, he sat. So they all are fail lazim. What is fail mutaddi? Such a verb or fail requiring a file and a maf'ul is called as fail mutaddi. Like daraba hamidun, Khalidun hamida. Daraba hit, Khalidin Khalid. Khalid hit whom? Hamidun. Hamid is a maf'ul, to whom he hit it. So daraba is a fail which needs a maf'ul. So it is called fail mutaddi. Same way, we have khalaqa, he created. To whom he created? Khalaqallahu al-arda. So ard is a maf'ul. So it requires a maf'ul. Same way, sajada, he prostrated. To whom he prostrated? Prostrated. Sajadallah, he prostrated to Allah. Here the Allah is a maf'ul. Nasara, he helped. To whom he helped? Nasra Hamidun or Nasrullah, Allah helped. So Hamid or Nasr, the Allah is here maf'ul. Katala, he killed. To whom he killed? Without somebody can't kill. There needs some to be killed. So katala, insana, he qatal the insan. So that is a insan is a maf'ul. Let's to have few questions about this lesson. Translate. Izibtala Ibrahima Rabbuhu. And when tried Ibrahim his Lord. The next is translate. Fa'atammahunna. And he fulfilled them. The next question is Inni ja'iluka. Indeed, I am going to make you. Translate. La yanalu ahdiz zalimin. Does not reach my covenant to the wrongdoers. Bani Israel say about believing in the book. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam was made Imam because He was a sincere, he was a committed Muslim. He never hesitated to fulfill Allah's command, and he was a true Muslim. Next, Ibrahim alayhi salam was uh, made the leader because of his true believing, of his love for obedience to Allah, and he was first messenger. No, of his true belief in and of his love for and obedience to Allah. A strong belief in Allah and following his guidance without a shred of doubt leads to what? Jannah, huge rewards, and to save from the hellfire. What is the ism file of Nala? The ism file of Nala is Nail. The name of the actions for the word Ibtila is Ibtila. Plural of Imam is Aima. What is the fourth pair? The fourth pair is pair of that shows relations, mean the mudaf ilay, that is murakabe idafi. The second word of relation showing the sentence answer to the questions is whose. Example of the sentence that shows relations in these is Deenullahi, which harka will come the second words in the pair showing the relationships whose, that is kasra. Translate into Arabic, helper of the deen, that is Nasiruddin. Hal kazabta qawm Hud rasula. What will be the answer in Arabic? Nam kazabat qawm Hud rasula. Translate, Lord of the worlds, Rabbul Alameen. Translate, people of the Sallah, Salihs, Qawmu Salih. Translate, kingdom of the heavens, Mulkus Samawat. Translate, companions of paradise, Ashabul Jannah. The 7 types of homework, you know, 2 hours of tilawat. Take the mushaf, open it from any place, and recite it at least for 10 minutes daily. And close it, then recall from your memory or whatever you have memorized or ifs for 10 minutes. And then took your textbook, open it either in soft copy or in hard copy, whatever you have got, and read it at least for 10 minutes. And take this card, which we gave you in the QC1. Read this card 5 times in a day, either before prayer or after prayer of each prayer for 2 to 3 minutes, and inshallah it will increase your speed even up to 300 times. And the 5th one is listen to the concise recording of MP3 of the QC1, because it contains 50% Quranic words at least once in a month or a week. And talk to your study partner about the grammar or the Arabic lessons which you read or study every day. And then recite different surah in the Salah. Remember, you are chosen, and Alhamdulillah, now have you reached to the QC5 level. Always say, Rabbi zid ilma, Rabbi zid ilma, and pray for your classmates, so Allah gave them the courage to attend the class and study. Remember, if you do not watch the videos continuously, then it is effective to learn that. Gather 2 or 3 or 10 friends and watch the videos together. Make groups even on WhatsApp. Whenever I say alim, always practice it. And expert teachers are available on our website, www Understand Quran Academy site. You can get from there the PDFs, you can get the slides, the PowerPoints, the books or the textbooks, and the quiz and even the homeworks. Everything is available. You can download, and when you practice, you can make it with your friends jointly practice. The best way to learn is to teach. Remember, download these PowerPoint and start teaching from the Understand Quran Academy site. Teacher trainings and materials are also available. You can get the help from there. Let's to pray. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu alayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah. Innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. So with this we completed lesson. If you people have any questions, you may ask. And this time you remember today we started the page 18 third, mean the C part. Tomorrow we will have the D part. We will complete the page 18. Next week, inshallah, on Friday, we will have the mid quiz revision. And then on the coming Saturday, you will have the mid quiz. So this is the Ahida table used as Ahida, Ahidu, Ahidta, Ahidtu, Ahidtum, Ahidna, Ahidat, Yahadu, Yahaduna, Tahadu, Ahadu, Tahaduna, Nahadu, Tahadu, Ehad, Ehad, Ehadu, La Tahad, La Tahadu, Ahidun, Mahudun, Ahadun. So this is basically a uh, sound word. And Hadal is the root letter and is Ba from Samia. So if you don't have any question, let's to pray again. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu alayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz.